Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me at Tarot Readings by Roxby. I am going to do your weekly angel advice oracle card messages for the week of September 25th through October 1st. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. I absolutely love doing this for you guys every morning with the oracle cards, the weeklies, the monthlies, the love readings. You know, the comments, keep them coming. I love interacting with you guys. It's awesome. It's great. Okay, so Carissa Hanum was the winner of my Facebook contest, and I have relentlessly tried to contact her since the 11th unsuccessfully. So I am going to give her until Monday. If I do not hear from her by then, or I'm sorry, until Sunday. If I don't hear from her by Sunday, I am going to pull another winner on Monday. So for those of you who want to get in on that 14 card reading, just simply like the Facebook page and it will be listed. The link to it will be under this video. And just simply like the page and I will add your name to the list. Okay, the Empress card did fly out of the deck. This card is by the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And it says, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. There's a lot to be said about the Empress card. Some of you could be finding out that you are pregnant this week. If that's the case, congratulations, that's awesome. Some of you could be literally giving birth this week. The card, you know, if you're already in a relationship, it's a good time. You know, your relationships are harmonious. You know, things are feeling good. You know, with this card, some of you could be considering moving to a new home. For those of you that are single, it's definitely a good time to begin a new relationship. It's a card of successful endeavors, getting a lot done. Beautiful energy. New beginnings. Love it. And we're making choices. Okay, the Two of Air, better known as the Two of Swords. And that is by the Angel Tarot, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. A stalemate. There is no problem. So in this deck, with this card, I mean, same meaning, the Libra, but you're definitely, you know, some of you are definitely struggling with the decision. You know, you probably have conflicting emotions, thoughts about which way to go. You know, but you're just maybe avoiding making a choice. You know, intuitively, you know, you probably do know what to do, what choice to make, you know, but you're afraid to act on that choice. You know, just have faith in your own wisdom that you could move forward. You know, some of you just could be simply just overanalyzing the situation. Having self-doubt. You know, a decision, whatever it is, whether it is, you know, a new relationship, a new career path. Whatever it is, I do feel like It's a big choice. It's a big decision. Archangel Michael, during virtue, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. And this card, seriously, is a card of it's time to leave now. You know, that is the message from Archangel Michael with this card. That, you know, it's a toxic, you know, it could be possibly a toxic situation. You've been enduring this for far too long. You know, investing time, energy that isn't yielding heartful results. You know, walk away without guilt or hesitation. You know, for some of you, it could simply just be, you know, maybe you just need to see a relationship counselor. For those of you that are, you know, in long-standing relationships, that are married. You know, this card could represent, you know, seeing a divorce attorney. But, you know, this card too is also about moving to a new home. You know, so some of you really could be deciding, you know, about moving, you know, moving to a new home. Deciding whether or not to stay in this relationship. If it's not serving you, I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but whatever it is for you. Okay, and deserving. Well, you are definitely deserving of more peace, happiness. You know, this card is a reminder, and this one is from Archangel Gabriel, also by During Virtue. It's a card to remind you that, you know, you, just like everyone else, deserves happiness. You know, maybe some of you believe that everyone else deserves happiness, but not you. You know, that could explain why this card fell out of the deck. But you know what, you need to try and allow God, Archangel Gabriel, to help you understand that you are one with the divine, you know, and that all other creations of God. Therefore, it is impossible to exclude yourself from the gifts. You know, God constantly bestows upon everyone. It's impossible, you know, for you to not receive that. You know, for some of you, you just could be blocked to receiving these gifts. You know, and if you're struggling with feelings of guilt or unworthiness, do away with that this week. Like, you are deserving. You know, especially if you are in a toxic relationship, a toxic situation. You know, for some of you, really, the choice could be, you know, whether to stay, whether to go, because you are pregnant. That would be a big decision. You know, a toxic situation to me is like being a victim, being trapped. You know, toxic to me is volatile. And if that's the case for any of you, and you are pregnant, you are deserving of doing what is best for you and your baby. feel like that message is for like one person, but it's here. And it is a strong message. And there's passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. Just trust yourself. Trust your intuition. You know what's right for you. You know, if you're just playing it safe, you know, that could lead to staleness, depression. If you want more happiness and divine direction, it's here for you. You know, the passion of your heart has been lit. You know, it's here to lead and guide you. It's safe for you to take risks and follow your heart's desire. Pray. You know, pray about your heart's desire. Pray to come to this decision this week. You know, just ask God, the angels, the universe, whatever it is for you, you know, to help you in this decision. Especially if you're pregnant. I mean, that's big. You don't need to feel like a victim. Like, you don't need to. You deserve better. If you're not getting what you deserve, if it's not serving you, make the decision to leave. Pray to Archangel Michael. You have the strength and the courage to do it. Oh, for the love of God. All right, so some of you really are feeling like a victim. And this probably is a volatile situation. Listen, you have to do what's right for you, really. I'm feeling this strongly now. That this situation is not just toxic for you, but for the other person involved, other people around you. Okay. You know, you are not a victim. You choose to do what you are doing with this card. You know, excuses, okay? It's the excuses that, you know, you give yourself to settle for less. An excuse is always directly related to a belief. And all beliefs are based on fear. You know, maybe this week, take what you know to be true in your heart. Because, you know, what we know is always based on love. You know, maybe just take a step back. You know, observe where you may have wandered from your true path. You know, have you brought into something that, you know, that you know isn't right for you? You know, maybe this week, you know, allow, you know, your heart to support you in taking responsibility. Set your intentions to truthfully speak your heart's knowledge. Ask yourself, you know, am I waiting for someone else to fulfill a promise I intuitively know there's no intention of keeping, just to prove that promises are broke? Do you know what I mean? Like, the bottom line is there's no more excuses with this card. It's time to take action. You know, this card's all about action, too. It's all about action and doing what is in your heart's desire this week. It is about you this week. It's about taking control. Like really stepping back and looking at the big picture. It's a realization for the week, guys. That's what it is, Aries. It's a realization this week. You know, I think you're finally going to see the light. The light is just going to shine through this week. You know, and you are. You know, this card is at the end. So I do think, you know, it's at the end. So I just feel like you are going to walk away. Towards the end of the week, you're just going to walk out of whatever this is. You're going to take what you need, and you're going to move forward. Because that's the passion in your heart. Okay, Aries. Not a bad message for the week. Insight. It's definitely a week of insight. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking the time to view the video. I hope you guys have a blessed day and a fantastic week. And I will see you guys back here with the morning oracles. Bye-bye.